I mean, the justice system is definitely failing people at this point. I mean, how come a man who have been arrested not only once, not only twice, but 39 times still be free, like roaming around the streets as if nothing happened? He started committing crime at the age of 15 years old. Apparently, he was committing 2.5 crimes per year, according to his record. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is enough evidence that this kind of a person is completely absurd and should be taken away from the society. But there he was, roaming freely on the streets. It doesn't take a blind person to see that this kind of a person, this kind of a guy, he's definitely a danger to the society. But yet he still got out. And now look at the ignorance of our justice system did. Look at how all of this resulted. It resulted with someone's daughter's life. And now a father has lost his daughter over the carelessness of our justice system. The same system that was supposed to, serve justice to the victims that they were wronged. And I don't want to lie, this whole situation is so sad. So now this means that we have to live our lives looking over our shoulders, feeling agitated, frightened, and paranoid. So this is the kind of life that we have to live from now on. Whereas if you can, go shopping at the mall, you might not come back. If you go to work, you might not come back. If your kids are playing outside, something bad might happen to them. So this is what we call freedom. This is what we call civilization. And the unfair part is that if the father of the deceased daughter will come and retaliate and take the matter to his own hands, the law will come back and blame him and arrest him and even label him as a criminal. But the real hardcore criminals are out there roaming around the streets freely without being bothered. So the crucial question is, where's this justice in that? Where's this justice in all of that? Because all I see is injustice. And one thing like a lot of people are not aware of, are completely not aware of, is the fact that the more injustice there is, the more criminals will continue to do crime and murdering people as they please, because they know that in prison, there's food and, everything is for free, and, sooner than later, eventually they will get out. They know very well that the law enforcement in this country are miserably failing to enforce the law. So ladies and gentlemen, if I can be 100%, honest, we are actually on our own. It's mine and yours responsibility to make sure that we protect our loved ones from these, vicious predators that are walking freely on the street. But the question is, until when are we going to live our lives like this? Until when are we going to keep on feeling, agitated, frightened, and paranoid every single damn time we step outside? And even in our own homes. When are we going to feel safe and secured? When are we going to have the assurance that our loved ones are safe wherever they are? As the government of the United States, we have to intervene and prioritize fixing this country. This should be our number one priority because people are fed up. And I truly believe that when fixing this problem, we shouldn't look at, the leaves of the tree, which is the outcome. No. We should, intensively focus on the root cause of the problem, which is the roots of the tree. Not the branch, not the leaves, but the roots. If only we can do that, then the amount of violence and viciousness in this country will definitely decrease, without no doubt. So guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.